Hey guys, welcome back for another fun, exciting edition of LEGO Bar 21. I'm your host Ryan, here again at Brick Convention, Eagan, Minnesota 2024. Backdrop of the Bricker Builds booth, AC Pen on the other side. We got a lot of cool stuff happening here. Can't wait to show you guys around and really see what's going on and what's updated with this year as opposed to last year. Go around, talk to some people, show you guys what's happening. There's a lot of cool builds that these guys did this year. So without any further ado, let's go have a tour of this episode of LEGO Bar 21. I saw the one that you were on. The episode. Yeah. Thanks for coming out. It's good to see you.
First time I ever came out.
That is really cool, guys. On Bilbo's birthday celebration with the fireworks. It looks modular, like you can put the roofs on top. right, guys. Just here chilling out with my Pikachus. So, yeah, this is for you kids. This is so cool. Having fun. Ryan here with Lego Bar 21 at Brick Convention 2024, and now I'm with AC Penn. Thank you so much for having this interview with me.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yes. So, how long have you been doing this for?
Well, I've gotten into the Lego hobby, so to speak, for more than 20 years now. And believe it or not, I didn't play with Lego when I was young. I got started with our three sons.
You did.
Yeah, because Lego was their favorite toy.
Yeah.
So I actually learned how to build, with the bricks
Yes.
with my three sons.
Okay, that's cool. What was the first thing you designed for yourself?
Well, here's the thing. Now, in the early years, I wasn't doing much except helping out my kids.
Yeah.
Now, 1999 was a turning point for me, and that's when Lego produced the very first Star Wars sets. I'm a Star Wars fan first, okay? So when Lego produced those sets, I was 100% all in.
Yeah.
Now, you asked about what was my first, creation. Well, I don't call it a creation as yet because if you try to remember the very first Star Wars sets that Lego produced, they're very clunky. And I hated the TIE Fighter. The thing that I hated the most about that TIE Fighter is the way the wings connected to the cockpit.
That blue and black one.
Yeah, the blue and black one.
yeah.
No. But the connecting point of the wings
Yes.
is actually a molded castle piece set that's used for a tower.
Yes.
So I said, this is nuts. And being a Star Wars fan first, you get into the detail of things. So I said, well, this is Lego. I can do whatever I want, right? So I actually modified. So it's a mod. It's not a crate. So it's a mod. I modded that piece to remove that castle, clunky castle, piece, and made it look more like, what an actual TIE fighter would look like. So that was my first go, so to speak, into building something, with Lego other than the box sets.
Yes. Nice. Thank you for that. And lastly, what is your favorite thing about Lego? Since you said you've been doing it with your kids for that long, what would you say is your favorite part about Lego?
Well, here's the thing. I work in IT full time. Now I'm retired. Now during that time, I actually used Lego to distress from your work. That was my main purpose during that time. I found out about it because being in IT, I sit on the screen, 90% of the time. So I wanted, when I get home, I wanted to do something, as a hobby. Much like everybody else. You find a hobby in your free time to relax, de-stress. So I found Lego to be that part, and it just kind of grew on me. And, well, I started, like I said, from modifying something. I said, Lego wasn't building anything during that time period, the first 5 years, other than ships. Well, the Star Wars universe is so huge. There are a lot of things, and especially like my sons during that time, well, the ships have to land somewhere at some point. So my very first crack at actually creating a mock was actually a base, for the TIE fighters to actually land. And of course, during that time, this was for play.
Yeah.
These are very rough, pieces, and plus the fact that you don't have that many color options.
Yes.
So it's like to get, take for example, I did a Sarlacc pit,
Yes.
right? That's one of my very first ones that I did because my three sons, mentioned when they watched the movie. Well, Lego made one of those, not yet the whole barge, but one of those that they have, those where they jump off. And I go like, wait a minute, we need a Sarlacc, for them to be able to. Guess what? That Sarlacc pit was yellow. Because there were no 10 pieces at that time.
Not at that time. No,
Not
they
at that
didn't do
time. And they were very blocky.
Yeah.
And, there were a few like horns and that stuff for the teeth. So I did it. It's very, very rough. But that kind of started, the concept. Hey, you can do this. And of course, right after that, well, my three sons would play with it. They were throwing, the minifigs, in there. And it's for play. And that's, like I say, that's how it got me started and doing more. And of course, my advice to budding, builders all
Thank
the
you.
time is you don't want to build the same car, right? We have our own theme, and that's also one of the other things that appeal to youngsters is Lego has a broad, expands on themes. You can do whatever you want, pick your spot. But if you pick one, when you build the next one, make sure you improve on the previous one.
Yes.
You don't always want to build one, and
Right.
you have to up your game,
Yes.
to act with. And one other thing that I mentioned to them, and it's all over my works, I use what they call NPUs, right? Those pieces that are not very useful, so I kind of sneak them in whenever. However, don't sneak them in just for the purpose of putting them in. Make sure they're functional.
Yes.
It's not just like you throw it in there. No, it has to have a purpose. Because then, if it blends well with your creation and people don't notice it, guess what? When they look at it again, and that's the appeal of some of my stuff, is they go like, I ask other people, go like, oh, have you seen this part, how I use it in this build? And they go like, no, I didn't notice it. And they have to go back. And then when they notice it, I go like, oh man, that's, an amazing.
It's very crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes your work even more, unique than everybody else.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. That was so fun to hear. And please come out. If you guys are going to come still today, this afternoon, or tomorrow, they're still going to be out here. Local in New Jersey, but they have a wonderful setup and display. Thank you so much for your time again. We really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Lego Bar 21. We hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun to see all these new people, interview AC Penn. He had a wonderful setup. That was so fun to see. And also, End Down Bricker Builds, one of my favorites here. But if you guys are going to come tomorrow, please reach out. And if you're new to Lego Bar 21, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the section below. Hope you have a great day, and God bless.